Hey, welcome back to the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge, and today we have The Last Rhinos, A New Hope. This is a National Geographic documentary. It's 44 minutes long. I thought it was a series, but I guess when I first looked at it, it looked like there was more episodes to it. But it's only one 44-minute documentary. It is from 2025. It is just from obviously this year. I understand that a lot of the stuff that I have here, there's very few legacy things. Since I've watched almost everything on Disney Plus, a lot of the stuff that remains, under 100 things, is going to be from this year. So yeah, there's a lot of, well, there's some things that have been on Disney Plus almost since the beginning that I haven't watched yet, but we'll get to those eventually. This is a documentary that takes place in Kenya and focuses on the northern white rhino. And the fact that at the time of this filming, there were two females left, and the last male had passed away. And we do get to see his final moments here. There are people documenting the work that goes into preserving these soon to be extinct and hopefully not. They're working on it. The last hope here is that through IVF, in vitro fertilization, that they can be impregnate these females, or are there others? Like there's other rhinos around the world, but they're not necessarily northern white rhinos. So there's not a whole lot of options. This basically follows the crew and the people who take care of the rhinos, who are, by the way, have to be surrounded by men with guns at all times to protect them from poachers. The final ones. Like, people will, if they're not guarded, will kill them and then take their horns. Yeah, and that's what we've done. One of the women that covers this, that is covering this and bringing it to light, it makes a point during one of her speaking engagements, is the fact that we've reduced the wildlife population of the planet by 73% in only the last 50 years. That seems impossible. But given what we do to the planet, it's not improbable. So, yeah, and we're not just talking about rhinos. We're talking about wildlife in general on the planet. 50 years ago, 1975, 73%, nearly three-quarters of wildlife. What? Again, I didn't double check that number, but that's what was stated in this. That's not actually the focus. The rhinos are the focus, but it's just one piece of the puzzle. These rhinos here are loved and cared for. And what we do is we follow the scientists who are in a rush to take a number of preserved male seed to impregnate these females. It's actually a mother and daughter. You can see the difference in them by age and size, and can they get them fertilized? Can they bring another young rhino to term? And it is not an easy process. First, you have to take down some. Okay, they must get some of this from other rhinos, because they are knocking some of the rhinos out, and then they have to block the other rhinos from getting nearby. There's a whole there's a whole thing. I have a feeling we're not going to necessarily get pure northern white rhinos out of this, but perpetuating the species through any costs, through any means, is part of the plan. So you get to see that process in 44 minutes and what they can do. I'm not going to tell you how this ends, but it's an ongoing process. Let's just say that. it's good to be aware and understand what's going on in the world when it comes to these creatures, when it comes to any creatures that are on the brink of extinction because of our machinations, because of what we do as human beings. It is good to know that there are other humans out there trying to reverse that process. And we've seen this happen with elephants. Elephants. There were some that were due to be extinct completely. And we brought a number of them back. But there was actually, I don't know if that was the one I was thinking of. There was something else that we had almost completely obliterated, and we'd made it safe for them. Oh, I think it was whales. We made it safe for them to repopulate. Like, oh yeah, it was no, it was whales. Like, there was a certain species of whale that was going extinct, and due to overfishing and killing and all that stuff, they weren't going to survive much longer than, people like Greenpeace and others are all like, save the whales, and everybody's like, this is a lost cause. Why are you doing this, you hippies? And guess what? Their efforts, along with the efforts of many other nations, many other people, created protected waters, protected areas in which they could not be hunted, even though some still did their best to attempt it. And still to this day, but they bounce back. They've bounced back. So my claim about elephants is not necessarily, I can't prove that, at least with any specific species. And I can't remember what species of whale, but it's still protected waters, shared waters, have brought many back. So it's not a lost cause. The last rhinos, there is a hope, but it is not necessarily a bright one. I have a friend who, I don't know if she still works in a Florida zoo, like Busch Gardens or something. I'm not sure. I haven't talked to her in a while if she still works there. But she used to take, last I heard, she was taking care of the rhinos there. And I think she would have made a pretty good insight, but I don't share the screen with anybody. to your loss, I'm sure. So yeah. Definitely check this out if you want to understand more about the plight of the northern white rhino and rhinos in general. There is not a lot. You can spend maybe a few minutes counting every single one. It wouldn't take you long to count every single one if you lined them up. On the planet, and there is no other planet full of rhinos that we know of. So, yeah. Definitely check this out if you care about nature and the plight of near extinction creatures and what we can do to help. So, you can help. Let's pick tomorrow's episode. 29. What do we got in 29? There it is. Okay. Again, I say that there's these things. We have more documentaries, reality shows, and concerts, behind the scenes stuff than anything else combined. Scripted, shorts, and movies. There's under 10 of each of those things remaining on Disney Plus that I haven't watched yet. So less than 30. It remains that the remaining ones are amongst these red-colored selections. And this one, the great thing about it is that they are different each time. I don't get 2 rhinos in a row. I used to have shark things like twice a week, and that's why I banned them from the series for a while, because there was such a backlog of shark things, and now I've opened it up to have shark things again. This, however, is not a shark thing, a shark show. This is something very different from preserving the rhinos. This is an issue, it's an episode talking about, I think it's an ABC interview with the wife of Bruce Willis and Bruce himself. This is Emma and Bruce Willis, An Unexpected Journey. Or The Unexpected Journey. Nothing Hobbit related. But if you don't know, Bruce Willis is struggling with keeping his head together, basically. It's a really crude way of putting it. I'm sorry for that, but he's not in as good of a place as he used to be. But he still has a family that loves and takes care of him, and this is a story of what he's dealing with and what his family's dealing with at the time, right now. Emma and Bruce Willis, The Unexpected Journey is what we're watching next on the Disney Plus Everyday Challenge. I'll see you back here tomorrow with that. Bye.